After I graduated from high school, we couldn't afford to go to the university, and so I went in the Army. I did 2 tours in Vietnam as a helicopter pilot and was wounded, refused my medical discharge, got back on flight status. After that, then came to the University of Wyoming and went to school on the GI Bill and got my degree in mechanical engineering with an aerospace option, which afforded me the opportunity to become reasonably successful. My name is Gene Humphrey. I'm currently one of the managing members of 9H Ranch, a ranching operation here in Albany County, and then we have a farm and ranch operation over in Goshen County, also at Hawk Springs.
He started a very successful semiconductor company where he holds multiple patents, and in his retirement, he also owns the 9H Ranch outside of town in Laramie, and he's trying to give back to the students.
It's been good. Wyoming's been good to me. I've since sold my semiconductor company and am retired, and now have the opportunity to give back to the state and to the university that helped me so much when I was young.
Gene is interested with the 9H Foundation and how do we bring Wyoming ranches into the 21st century using the latest technology. The goal that Gene and the foundation want to do is give students applied projects to work on so that when they go out and interview and go out into the workforce, they can say that, yes, my junior year, my sophomore year, my senior year, I was hired as a consultant by this company, and we worked on building a smart ranch solar facility to make solar affordable for ranchers, or we helped design a 500 kilowatt solar farm, or we did a smart ranch series where we used drone technology to identify noxious weeds and then go out there and spray them with drones. And not only do they get that experience, which will help them in their careers, but they also get paid for it.
My biggest complaint over the years in hiring students from universities was that they really never made me any money for about a year because they didn't have any application experience. We said, well, we really should do something about that.
We asked students a simple question. We said, if solar's so great and it's so great for ranchers, then why doesn't every rancher have a solar facility on their land? You go out to any one of these solar developers and you ask them, how much does it cost to install X amount of kilowatts onto my land? And they'll tell you, and you realize it's gonna be a 15 to 20 year payback period. And that's just not pragmatic.
The more experiences that a student had, the more valuable they were to us. And it showed us that they would be more valuable to us as an employee if they'd worked in multiple different aspects, even though they got their degree in electrical or chemical or mechanical. If they'd done other projects besides that, it was always a positive when we were looking at hiring.
The margins in ranching and agriculture are already pretty slim. And so you really need to develop projects that make sense. And so that's an ag problem, but it can be solved with engineering. And so that's one of the College of Engineering senior design competitions that we're doing this year. So we challenge students, come up with a modular solar design that can be built entirely in a lab, cheaply, and then just deployed out on a rancher's field and net metered back into the grid. And so the idea with smart ranches, how do we make the technology, whether that's through engineering or STEM of some sort, work for the agricultural industry?
The beautiful thing about this is that you get to try to this conversion, like you convert this pure science, just theoretical stuff, and you get to face the reality. Is this really applicable? Can this be useful? Can this make money? Can this solve a real life problem? And then you start to dig deeper and you start to really take into consideration all the engineering aspects, all the financial aspects of that. Because at the end of the day, you are driven by money. If it doesn't make sense, we have to have like an ROI, we have to have a return on our investments. So this is really where you really start to pull your head apart, and you start to really think about this from different perspectives rather than memorizing this and putting this on an exam paper. It's completely new perspective, and I got surprised how many factors that I didn't think about before. My name is Rami Allouche, and I am originally from Egypt, from a town called Damanhur. I believe into looking at a certain problem from different perspectives. This gives you much more insights on how to approach it, how to solve it, and how to move forward with whatever challenge you are facing.
The 9H Foundation is not a solar foundation. That is the first big project that we're funding. And so I think the reason we went with solar is because solar tends to take up large swaths of land, and there are many lands and many ranchers' portfolios that are not productive for cattle raising operations. They aren't well irrigated, they don't grow much grass naturally, and so those kind of dead areas could be ideal for solar operations. And so that was Gene's idea. And we applied for a permit with Albany County, got it, and that's why we will have finished the 500 kilowatt, it's about 5 acres of solar at the end of the month of April.
We also have a drone program where we use the drones on the ranch to check stock water levels, irrigation. We have 2 professors and 4 students working on the program where they can use the multispectral drone to evaluate the weeds and moisture levels in the different areas. And then that will feed back to the other drone that applies the herbicide or insecticide.
The University of Wyoming has been integral in the success of the 9H Research Foundation. Last year, they actually allowed us to participate in Giving Day, the 24-hour fundraiser. Whenever we award, as the 9H Research Foundation, funds or awards or scholarships to students, we actually go through the University of Wyoming Foundation. The UW Foundation makes it easy to give back to students directly, and they've been really great because they allow us to really steer where the funds go for individual projects, individual competitions. It's not like it's a black hole. We know where the money is going, and we see the direct impacts. Like this year, $25,000 will go directly to students all through the UW Foundation.
I can't thank Gene enough. He really has the vision that we need right now. He's a numbers person, a supportive person, and really open-minded. So I want to thank you, Gene, for this, and please continue. And you are not alone. We are all together into this to make Wyoming a better place, to make the states, make the world a better place. We can really break this cycle with science, with support, with people like Gene, with open mind and really dedication to what he believes in. We can break this cycle for the whole of humanity, actually. But yeah, thank you.